The fifth submodule is tax report, where we can generate and view the tax report of any employee by selecting the fiscal year, branch, employee name, etc. and then simply clicking the generate button to generate the tax report. And whatever tax report is generated can be easily viewed in the section below. Next is the sixth submodule, tax investments. From here, we can view how many records are submitted, how many are approved, the total declared amount, the total approved amount, and so on. In the filter bar below, we can select the financial year and its status to filter the tax investments and easily search for any particular tax investment. Below that is the tax investment records option, where we can view the tax investment records of each employee with details such as employee name, tax section, declared amount, approved amount, status, and submission date. Next is TADA, which stands for Traveling Allowance and Dearness Allowance. From this submodule, we can view the TADA lists along with the employee name, title, expense, status, payment status, whether it is paid or not, and the submitted date. The action option allows us to update the details of any existing salary TDS by clicking the edit icon. Right next to it, the I button, which shows the details of a particular TADA. Next, there is a button to delete any TADA list. Clicking it deletes that particular TADA list. In the top, there is a TADA filter bar where we can filter the TADA list by selecting the branch, department, employee, and status. Additionally, the Create TADA button at the top allows us to create a new TADA by selecting the branch, department, and employee, filling in the title, total expense, description, etc., and then clicking the Create TADA button at the bottom. Next is employee loans. From here, we can see which employee has taken what type of loan, the loan amount, their EMI, the number of EMIs, whether it is paid or not, its status, and all other details visible on the screen. By selecting the status in the top filter bar, we can easily find any particular employee loan we want. Next is full and final settlement. Whenever an employee leaves the company, we process their full and final settlement from here. We can also view the complete list of past settlements here, including the employee name, last working date, separation type, total earnings, total deductions, net settlement, and its status. Next is payroll variance. From here, we generate the payroll variance report for different employees by selecting the year, month, and company in the filter bar and then clicking the Generate Report button. The report is then generated below in the variance results with details such as employee name, current period, current gross, previous gross, current net, previous net, variance percentage, and the flag. Next is payroll period lock. From here, we can view the locked and unlocked periods by selecting the salary cycle, year, and month. Below that, we can view the lock history with details like the salary cycle, period start, period end, status, freeze date, locked by, and remarks. Next is payroll reversal. From here, we can view the complete history of payroll reversals, including the employee name, original payslip, original amount, corrected amount, difference, status, requested by, and the action. Above this, we can also request a new reversal by providing the payslip ID and reason, and then clicking Request Reversal. Next is payslip requests. We can view the payslip requests of any employee along with the employee name, month, index note, status, admin remark, requested on, and the action option. Finally, the 14th submodule is tax investment declaration. From here, we can view the declared tax investments of any employee with details such as the employee name, month, index note, status, and other information visible on the screen.